wanna front, I just wanna see ya. Please give me a sign, yeah. Please give me a sign if you wanna come.
Welcome back to Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks. This upcoming New Comic Book Day, I still haven't made up my mind. I'm in love with two different ideas, and I'm not sure which way to go, so I'm just going to throw it to my friend Mark from Legion of Comics, see what his hot pick is, and I'll let you know what mine is right afterwards.
What is up, Comic Army? I'm Mark from the Legion of Comics, here to give you my top pick for this coming week's New Comic Book Day. And without further ado, let's get into it. So, out of all the books dropping, the one that I'm most excited about, that I would suggest the most to everybody, is Infinite Frontier issue number 6. So this is a complete story choice. I don't know how much big spec or anything could possibly ever fall on this series, but this story has been phenomenal. So this is the final issue of this limited series from Joshua Williamson, where we follow a huge cast of characters from all across the multiverse to investigate the current state of DC's Omniverse. Well, after the events of Death Metal and Future State, these are the ones that are trying to figure out and understand what the multiverse is and the state that it's in, that they're now living in. And all of that's been really fun. It's been a great mystery. But the biggest thing is this is kind of architecting huge events to come. So they've been in their mystery, they've discovered that Psycho Pirate is pulling a lot of strings and actually working for this Omega level dark side, one that has huge plans that span the entire multiverse. So I can see that this could be the foundation for big stories to come. So if you haven't checked it out, you might want to keep your eyes on it, because it might be super relevant to bigger DC stories coming soon. So let's check out the credentials on it. We have Joshua Williamson writing it. Zarmancio is your interior artist. Mitch Gerard's on the cover A. We got Brian Hitch with an awesome B cover with the old dark side there. And then there's a 1 in 25 incentive by Puppeteer Lee. So be sure to check it out. Go back and just trade read it. Check it out digitally. Do something. But you definitely want to check it out. And if you're not familiar with Joshua Williamson, it's a great place to kind of just dive in, because he will be taking over the primary Batman title soon. And if you want to get more familiar with him, this is an awesome place to start, because he did a stellar job at this. A lot of characters, fun cast, a lot of action. Give it a try. So let's kick it back over to the Comic Vet to see what his top pick for this coming week is going to be.
Gentlemen, my name is Chris, the Comic Vet, and like I mentioned at the top of this whole segment, I really have been struggling between two different picks. My original pick was going to be Marvel, and I have to switch it up. I'm not going to let you know what that title was. That's not important. The title I'm going with is from DC, from the mind of James Tynion IV, and it is the next issue of Batman. This brand new story arc within the Batman franchise title begins part 1 of Fear State, also has Clown Hunter part 1 as well. A story over a year in the making and has set in motion with Infinite Frontier issue number 0. Fear State finally begins. Batman has played into the hands of Scarecrow, who has unleashed a coordinated attack on Gotham City through his manipulation of Simon Saint and Peacekeeper 1. But there are other forces at work, with the emergence of an anti-Oracle spreading fake news across all channels and exciting terror and violence on the streets of Gotham. Meanwhile, Clown Hunter has turned down help from Batman, Leslie Thompson, the Red Hood, and everyone else who's offered it to him, thinking that he can handle being a vigilante on the streets of Gotham City by himself. But when he takes a shot at fighting the Scarecrow one-on-one, he'll quickly learn how much in this city he's not ready for yet. The new hero, Peacekeeper X, begins. This is a 40-page comic book. It has a cover price of $4.99. There is a handful of variants, some of which I've been spotlighting here. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. My pick for this upcoming New Comic Book Day is the franchise himself from DC Comics, Batman. So on behalf of myself and Mark from Legion of Comics, thanks for tuning in. And remember, we are Legion.